All right, I'm going to tell you the story about Rich Black and what we did with that.
You're not going to play the video?
No, I'm just going to tell the story.
Oh, the video is much better.
It is. But so here's what happened. So I'm joking with Andrew constantly for the last several months about living out in free America and him having to live in New Jersey where you're not allowed to carry weapons. And he said I would move out to Idaho, but I've been to Idaho. I hate it. I said, where have you been in Idaho?
I did not say that.
I said, where have you been to Idaho? He said, Boise.
Like
I said, Boise is not Idaho.
It just gets bigger every time you tell it.
I said, Boise is not Idaho. Boise is the armpit of the Northwest. So that you can't judge North Idaho by Boise. And he said,
but you said Boise was hell.
I did say that. I did say if I owned both hell and Boise, I would rent out Boise and live in hell. So I said, you can't judge North Idaho by Boise. So you ought to move out here. And I've been needling him in that for months. He said, the thing I do like about Idaho is your gun laws. And I said, that's true. And then shortly after that, of course, we got this open and carry, and people are enjoying that. And so I'm constantly taunting him that. So I went in to get my enhanced concealed carry permit a couple of weeks ago. And when I was leaving the sheriff's department, the jail where I was fingerprinted, the sheriff's deputy handed me back my driver's license and a receipt for my purchase. And I said, thank you for what you do. Thank you for your help. And he said, no, thank you for carrying. So I sent Andrew a video message, and I said, I just left the sheriff's department, and I was thanked by a sheriff's deputy for carrying a concealed weapon. I said, that is the beauty of the state of Idaho. So then he sent me back a video message, and he said, I don't believe you. I want video evidence that you were thanked by a sheriff's deputy for carrying a concealed weapon. So I texted Rich, and I said, can you come over to the office real quick? I'd like to film something for a friend. So Rich showed up, and we planned this whole thing. And so then I sent Andrew a video message of me quickly running out of my office, and I caught Rich pulling up in the parking lot here, pulling up to the building, and he stepped out and said, are you Officer Black? And he said, yes. And I got a picture of it, video of it, of him, of his name tag. And I said, he said, why are you recording this? So I'm doing this for a friend. I just need to ask you something. He said, well, you called 911 dispatches. What do you need from me? What's the emergency? And I said, there's no emergency. I just need to get video of you thanking me like you did the other day for carrying a concealed weapon. And he said, you called dispatch, emergency dispatch, so that I could thank you for carrying a concealed weapon. I said, I didn't know how else to get a hold of you other than to just call 911 and request Deputy Black. So now that you're here, can you just reiterate for the camera that you did this? And he said, yes, I did thank you for carrying a concealed weapon. Thank you for wasting my time. And he got in his rig and drove off. Did it all in one take, which was perfect. He didn't laugh. It was great. I sent that to Andrew. Later on that evening, I get this video from him. I cannot believe that you called 911. That is illegal, and you had them come to the church, no less. Are you crazy? So I picked him up Tuesday night. As he requested, I handed him my Glock, and I said, this is yours for the week. You can carry this in Idaho. It's all good. Probably 4 times in the 3 days we've been hanging out, he has said, I still cannot believe, I even drove him by the jail on our way up to Schweitzer. I said, see, there's where the sheriff's deputy thanked me. I cannot believe that you called 911. Then we went out to Messy's Burgers a couple of days ago.
Even when we were in the car.
Yeah, when we were in the car, he told Josh about it. Josh, of course, was in on it. He knew what I had done. And he told Josh on the way out to Messy's Burgers.
But I didn't mention the 911. I left that out.
Right. To protect me. He didn't want me to look stupid in front of Josh. So he just told Josh what had happened. He didn't believe it. So we got to Messy's Burgers, and Rich was around the corner. And when Andrew walked in, I said, I'd like you to introduce you to my good friend, Deputy Black. And he started laughing and realized he had been had. And he said, so there was no 911 call? I said, no, there was no 911 call.
So we go out after Messy's. I went, Rich, I gotta get video real quick. So I took a video. I'm like, because my wife, I showed her the video, and she was like, what is he thinking? And so I sent her a video going, this is his friend. He goes to church with Jim. It was a setup. There was no 911 call. Her response was, she goes, these are your friends? And because Jim keeps pressuring to move out here, she goes, I don't like Idaho or the people there. I said, so across from Jim's house, there's a house for sale. As we were leaving this morning, I snapped a picture. And I sent it to my wife. I said, hey, this is right across the street from Jim's house. And he set up an appointment with the realtor for this afternoon. My wife goes, these people in Idaho are too aggressive.